My name is Devineni. I am a documentary filmmaker and an interactive comic book creator. The project that I'll be working on is the third chapter of my interactive comic book series, Priya. So the third chapter is called Priya and the Lost Girls. I use innovative use of augmented reality to address social issues. It's almost a mixture of Lord of the Rings with a female superhero. The time that I'm here is going to be really dedicated to creating basically the comic book, and in particular the interactive elements, the augmented reality elements. Well, the whole process of creating the comic book takes almost about 18 months. It starts initially with my research and trying to understand the gender violence issues, and in particular we're focusing on human trafficking with this comic book. So I spent quite a bit of time in Kolkata, assess stories, talk with the women, gather their stories, and create the initial script. I work with another collaborator who's our illustrator. His name is Sid Finney. We basically outline the whole comic book, and then he starts drawing it literally on the computer and also coloring it. Once I get the artwork from the illustrator, I have to basically turn the digital images into AR, so that is almost deconstructing the artwork into multiple layers. I have to then bring them all together on an application called Artivive. The comic book is very compelling, but adding this digital element to it allows readers to go deeper into these stories and to go into the reality of where this comic book comes from. Not only by adding video, but also adding interactive elements. It literally turns a book into a pop-up book. Almost everything I do has a social aspect to it, involving the community or about the community. There's a bit of activism involved in it as well. The augmented reality is a way to convey these social messages. There's a beautiful synergy between comic books and augmented reality. I think it's like the perfect medium for both forms of art. And I finally got to see the results of the 6 weeks residency during the big exhibition. People holding up their phones and experiencing it for the first time, and even the little children experiencing it for the first time, especially when you saw this digital tiger in AR standing in front of you. That I think people were totally astounded by. And it takes time. And I think that's the real value of this residency, is to give the artists that are here that time to create.